Especially when love is involved, you have done it, you are doing it, and you will continue to do it. There will come a moment when you will feel genuinely happy and fulfilled with who you are and where you are. Some of you may have already reached this point, but don't stop there. Don't settle. Stay vigilant. The transformation you've undergone is not just a superficial change, but a complete renewal of your being. You no longer seek external validation that once seemed essential. Now, you find validation within, sustaining yourself with your own light and truth. The need to be understood or accepted by others has become irrelevant because you have found a deeper purpose and an unshakable sense of self-acceptance. Your ability to turn challenges into opportunities for growth may leave those around you perplexed. Not everyone has the courage or strength to take what life offers and create something new and meaningful from it. This requires exceptional resilience, a strength that not everyone understands. Although this process can be painful, especially when it involves letting go of loved ones or cherished things, you navigate it with grace, inspiring others. Your journey is not a final destination, but a continuous process of self-discovery and healing. Finding happiness and contentment with yourself and your situation is just a stage in your spiritual evolution. This is not a call to settle, but an invitation to remain vigilant and engaged in your growth. Stay alert, for the process of evolution never truly ends. Each new insight, each level of healing, marks the beginning of a new phase in your spiritual journey. Staying aware means continually exploring, learning, and expanding your understanding of yourself and the world around you. This keeps your light shining bright, ensuring you never revert to the old version of yourself that depended on external approval to feel whole. Keep moving forward, keep shining, for your journey is a living testament to transformation and hope. Others are still drawn to you, but your emotional detachment makes it feel like something has shifted. When you decided to step back, withdrawing your presence and energy, they felt it as a significant loss. They thought they could have everything and still have you in the same way, but the moment you emotionally detached and stopped offering your attention, love, time, and support, they felt this absence profoundly. They realized they were losing something precious because you are unique in how you relate to family, fulfill your responsibilities, and love people in the way they need. You chose to step back, respecting their wish not to maintain the friendship or contact. They thought they could replace you, that your absence wouldn't matter much, but once you distanced yourself, they felt the void you left behind. Now they no longer understand you, and this unsettles them because the dynamic between you has changed. Even when faced with challenges, you continue to radiate your divine essence, shining with beauty and light, overcoming pain. This step towards emotional detachment was not a sign of weakness but a powerful affirmation of self-respect and personal worth. By stepping away, you have redefined the foundation of your relationships, showing that your presence is not a given but a privilege to be valued and respected. The attraction to who you are and what you offer remains, but now they understand that you cannot be taken for granted. You have demonstrated that the love and dedication you give are priceless, and when you chose to step back, the loss was deeply felt. The loss they experience reflects the value you hold, not only in your daily actions but in the emotional and spiritual depth you bring to every moment. They may have thought it would be easy to find someone to take your place, but the reality is quite different. The absence of your love, care, and energy has created a void they did not expect and cannot easily fill. Now, faced with your emotional distance and indifference, they are starting to realize how much they have lost. The change in the dynamic is evident. You continue to shine, not weakened by challenges but strengthened by them. Your ability to overcome and still offer your spiritual essence is a demonstration of courage and strength. The light you emanate does not diminish with distance or detachment. In fact, it shines even more brightly now, reflecting the purity of a spirit no longer bound by others' expectations. Amid difficulties, you have become a beacon of hope, showing how true strength and beauty can emerge from the most painful situations. For those who cannot understand the depth of your growth, you have become an enigma, and this new reality leaves them confused and deeply affected by the changes they now perceive. I am incredibly proud of your resilience, something that no one can take away from you. I see the effort you are making, knowing that you face challenges just as I do. Every time I show up, you do too. We are in this fight together. I understand the difficulties you face, but you make it look effortless, which is why they can no longer comprehend you. The connection and solidarity we share are essential in the journey of the chosen. Each of you, through your perseverance and faith, becomes an example, not only for those who are confused or lost, but also for those among us who sometimes feel alone in their battles. By showing resilience, you strengthen the network of support that unites us, proving that even the toughest battles can be faced with grace and courage. The true beauty of our community lies in our ability to rise again and again, turning each challenge into a victory over adversity. To the outside world, it may seem like we navigate these storms with ease, but each of us knows the weight and cost of this apparent tranquility. This demonstrates our collective strength and commitment to living according to the principles that guide us under divine guidance. As we continue on this journey, remember that you are not alone. Every step you take, every obstacle you overcome, every light you bring to the shadows strengthens our purpose and solidifies our community. It's not just about enduring, it's about thriving amidst the unknown, the uncertain, and the painful. In doing so, we become beacons of hope, not only for ourselves but for everyone watching, seeking to learn how they too can emerge transformed and stronger. Let's move on to the last point. Your divine connection is beginning to feel like closure, not because you want it to, but because their negative actions have brought disharmony. I repeat, your divine connection feels like closure, not by your will, but due to the discord their behavior has caused. You are a positive person, thriving on love, healing, and constructive energy, dedicated to helping others, often at your own expense. God has taught you an important lesson. You have been giving yourself to someone not ready to receive. Now, what was divinely planned may be on hold or possibly ending because they cannot get their lives in order. They acted negatively, thinking they could play their usual games, not realizing you are a chosen one who does not engage in these manipulations. They thought they could outsmart you, but you aren't even playing that game. They are fighting their own demons and beginning to realize this while you keep moving forward, growing, and healing. Your light continues to shine brightly. Your journey demonstrates the power of walking in tune with the divine, even when it means leaving behind connections once considered essential. The decision to distance yourself is not out of a desire to break ties, but a necessity to address the dissonance between your elevated vibration and the persistent negativity of those around you. Though divinely destined, your union cannot thrive in an environment saturated with negativity and disorder. You have been a source of light, a healer, and someone who gives generously, often at the cost of your own needs. However, God does not expect you to lose yourself trying to save others. You are also called to preserve yourself. Divine wisdom has shown you the importance of stepping back from situations where your love and generosity are undervalued or exploited. Those around you, trapped in their cycles of negativity, failed to see who you really are, a chosen one with a mission beyond earthly games of power and manipulation. They tried to involve you in their destructive strategies, but you are not on the same playing field. While they lose themselves in their shadows, you dedicate yourself to light and personal growth. Now, as you distance yourself from this toxicity, they begin to understand the magnitude of their loss. It is not just the physical absence they feel, but the lack of your energy, your unconditional love, and your ability to heal and transform environments and hearts. They are battling themselves because the real challenge, the quest for spiritual and emotional elevation, is something they are not prepared for. Some of you have undergone a profound transformation, a glow not tied to material achievements. Those around you now notice a new radiance in you, even if you are not fully aware of it. There is something deeply powerful about having gone through a period of isolation, distancing yourself, and surrendering to what was beyond your control. Perhaps some of you chose a time of introspection, focusing on your own activities, away from external distractions, but now that you are returning to interact, your light is impossible to ignore. Their negative behavior caused an imbalance in your relationships, whether at work, in friendship, or other areas of your life. All of this happened because you were trying to bring positivity and clarity to a troubled situation. Now, it seems things are coming to an end. You may not be sure if it is really the end or just a pause, but you know you have surrendered to what God has determined for you, and for now, that is all you can do. Accepting the unknown, following what God has set for you, can be incredibly freeing. By stepping away from cycles of negativity and instability, you start to find a new way of living, one that no longer depends on external approval or others' expectations. This process of surrender should not be seen as weakness but as an act of deep faith, an understanding that greater forces are guiding your journey in ways you may not yet fully comprehend. The uncertainty of whether this is the end or just a pause is a powerful reminder of the need for patience, trust, and faith in the divine plan. Through this period of introspection, many of you have realized that you don't need to force things to happen. By choosing to embrace uncertainty, you open yourself to new possibilities that align with your true path. You begin to understand that your value does not depend on your connections, achievements, or what others think of you. You are whole and worthy just as you are, and this realization transforms how you perceive yourself and the world around you. No matter what happens next, you know that you are ready to face whatever life brings with courage, confidence, and a heart open to all the wonders that lie ahead. Keep going, for you are exactly where you need to be.